We will not lose ourselves. We will continue to be the feminine ladies that we are. Hey, Empower Disruptors, Science Sales here, your business empowerment growth strategist, where I help women in their mid-30s and beyond ditch the rigid schedules, that unfulfilling work, and feeling the sting of being overlooked for so many years, and finally step into the fierce era where they can build their passion-driven online businesses. All right, so what is the story behind this tube of lip gloss? Okay, so a disclaimer, this tube of lip gloss is maybe from 2016, maybe 2017, somewhere around there. And it's a story behind that. And the story about this lip gloss is I was in a toxic marriage, okay? My first marriage was a toxic marriage. Now I am in a beautiful marriage with my forever king. But back in 2016, 2017, it was a very dark time for me. And I was in this toxic marriage, and my then husband, he wasn't working at the time, and I wanted to start my fulfill my dreams. And my dreams was to just do admin work from home. That's all I knew at the time. And he had this brilliant idea because his background was as a truck driver, but he wasn't working at the time. And he was like, you need to go to truck driving school, and you need to get your truck driving license, and then we can start doing couple driving and all this other stuff. And I was like, I don't want to do no truck driving. They ain't me. Okay. I don't want to do that. And he really said some things to where I felt like my back was in a corner. And not playing the victim role, but looking at life in review, I saw how when you are in a toxic relationship, a toxic marriage, and you are trying everything to save your marriage, that individual, can smell fear on you, right? That individual knows if they have control over you, and they play a lot of mind games. And so in order to me thinking at the time, okay, I'll put my dreams on hold so that I can go to truck driving school, and this will help save my marriage, because he'll see that I'm doing everything possible to keep us together. And so I reluctantly went to truck driving school, and I didn't know what I was doing. And the whole journey, looking back, I was on different Greyhound buses and stuff, and I met some amazing people along the way. And I get to truck driving school, and I ended up being roommates with this individual. Now, truck driving school is like quick, fast, in a hurry, right? And here it was, I had no clue what I was doing, and it was maybe 2 females in our class, and the rest of them were male. And here it is, we ended up becoming roommates, and each day is like brutal, and everything. You're learning about trucks and everything. It was like the summer type months. It was hot. I mean, I probably still have pictures I may can find if I didn't erase them. And it was where literally I'm already dark skinned, but I was like black. It was just horrible. And we saw like where we're like girly girl, right? And but she had like been surrounded like by people in her past, like that drove trucks and stuff, and she really felt like that was part of her calling. And me, ashamedly, I was just like, yeah, this is what I want to do, but that was not my dream. I was living out someone else's story at that time, my first husband. And here it is, we go there, and every time we ran into a female, they were very, like aggressive females and dominant, like, right? And it was like, okay. And it was like a really tough day, and she had this pretty like pinkish shade of lip gloss. And matter of fact, I'm looking at it right now, and I can barely see the writing on it, but it says brilliant. Literally, that's all I can see, and you're not gonna be able to see it, but that's all I can see right here. Like, it has the words brilliant. It's amazing. And so she gave this to me, and she was like, we're going to gloss our lips, and we are going to remain, feminine females. And she went into this whole spiel. And I didn't finish truck driving school, and there's another story behind that. But my truck driving journey, like the week and a half I was there, I tell you, is a powerful story behind it, and I'll share that in another video at another time. But I kept that all these years. When I was going through some dark times, I would pull out this and I would just gloss my lips. And then, of course, it got old over time, so I just hold on to it. And I look at it and I smile, because when I look at it on those days where I'm scared, when those days I don't want to put myself out there for others, on those days where I'm like, Sonya, what the heck are you doing? You came from a medical profession background to literally walking away from a secure paycheck in 2017 and saying, hey, I'm going to start working from home, doing admin work, and had nothing lined up, just had nothing but faith and determination and a vision. And during those moments where sometimes I just want to just stay in bed and just hide under the covers and drown out the world, I remember when she said, we will not become like them. We will remain feminine. And for me, this is significant in reminding me not to lose myself along my journey, to be true to who I am. It doesn't matter if I'm surrounded by all these individuals who choose to have whatever persona, but it's up to me to find out who I really am, and to unveil my authentic self, and to walk in that authenticity. And this lip gloss, I hold it tight because it reminds me to stay true to who I am. And so I want to encourage you today to stay true to who you are. It doesn't matter how your business may evolve or how you may evolve as a person. Stay true to who you really are. And the way you stay true to who you really are is, number one, if you're in an identity crisis, you got to get out of it. And the only way you can get out of that identity crisis is to put in the inner working, right? It's going to take some inner work to climb up out of that pit and to rise up to who you've been called to be. And you can only do that, right, from a place of empowerment and self-discovery. And also, I would say that it's very important to have core values, because when you have core values, it's attached to your self-respect. It's going to be attached to your personal vision, your business vision and goals, and you can create your life around your core values. And when people try to, when toxic people come around, you can set those boundaries. And it's like, no, that doesn't, that we can't coexist like that. We can't coexist. I respect where you are at in your life, but I have risen to the standards that I have set for myself, and I'm not going to lower my standards for you or no one else. And so this lip gloss, as old as it is, it really reminds me to stay rooted and grounded in who I am. And so I want to encourage you that no matter how big you blow up, because I believe that if you're going to put yourself out there in business, then you need to put yourself out there in business in a big, scary way. And if it doesn't make you uncomfortable, then your goals is not big enough. No goal that you set in life, whether personal or professional, should keep you comfortable. It should always keep you uncomfortable, because outside your comfort zone is where you're going to grow, you're going to learn, and that's where you're going to be empowered and find your true tribe, right? Those individuals that are strategically placed along your journey to keep empowering you until you finally reach your destination. So don't lose yourself along the way. All right, stay true to who you are no matter what. Take care, Empower Disruptors.